going to have a chat to my good mate Tucker the Butcher. Today we are celebrating International Hamburger Day. And boy, he makes a mean burger. He's a great butcher. How do we get it? I'm going to say the word moist. But first, Simon's been waiting patiently. Hello, Simon.
Hey, Leah, how are you?
I think I've made Kelly giggle by that horrible word.
Yeah.
But what do you want to say, Simon?
Oh, just about the strike. You wonder what the end game is for this, because their supporters are obviously going to be in favour of it, but everyone else is just going to be pissed off, and they're not winning any friends with the general public by doing that. So you wonder what the whole point of it is. And the government probably doesn't really care.
Well, it is. It's disruptive, isn't it? And that's what activists do. That's the idea, is to make it as uncomfortable as possible, derail the government on their budget day, because that's what they've been working to so hard for. And now the wind's going to be taken out of their sails with these guys heading to Parliament, and of course the media will lap it up. But you are right. What's the end game? How many people are you winning over?
No, well, I wouldn't say it's not anyone's going to go, oh yeah, I'm going to support them now. That's awesome. Most people are going to be like, nah, stuff you.
Well, I think so. We talked about flying as well, Simon. Do you catch planes regularly, or do you are you like me, look at the price and go, nah? Yeah, I mean, I looked at going down to Christchurch, like you were saying, and the family and that, it was eye-wateringly expensive. So, it's
and then you've got to have accommodation if you've got nowhere to stay. It's cheaper to go on an overseas holiday.
Yes. Head off to Australia or even to the islands, for goodness sake. Hey, and Simon, before I let you go, because we're going to get some wise words from a butcher mate, Tucker, it is International Burger Day. If you're going to go and get a burger, Simon, what do you get? Yep. What's your go-to?
Oh, I like a chicken burger.
Oh, okay. Yep. All right. I was about to say a double beef patty for you, but no.
No, I don't mind that, but chicken's pretty good too. Yeah,
do like a chicken burger. All right, chicken burger for Simon.
Okay.
Hey, look, thank you, my friend. Have a good night.
Cheers,
yes, indeed, it is International Hamburger Day. Whether you have chicken or the old seasoned minced beef, you grill it, you put it between the bun, onion, pickle, tomato, cheese. I like a bit of lettuce. I know Kelly says get rid of the green stuff.
Blech.
Lots of condiments. I like it all. Sauce, ketchup, mustard, mayo, pickles, shove it all. I've got to have all the condiments. Oh my gosh, that makes just the best burger. So welcome to the show. He's a butcher, he's a burger master. It's Tucker. Tucker!
Hey, love, how are you?
It's so good to talk to you. I'm great. I was thinking,
are we on the
Tucker.
Platform?
You're on the platform.
Love it, loving it.
How exciting. For those that don't know Tucker, he is the best butcher in New Zealand. He is also you're a chef really, Tucker. I think you are. You've got your own...
Oh, geez,
you throw up a lot of cooking.
Term, love.
No, come on. I've seen your YouTube stuff and it's good.
There's been a couple of misses in those success. Sometimes the red wine overtakes the cooking. And,
I was going to say, when you watch Tucker, he always goes, right, it's right about this time that I let the meat rest and I pour myself another glass of this Beaujolais or something, and you're swirling it around. I'm like, geez, by the time that comes out of the oven, you're going to be toast. But it's good. Okay. Now, you also sent me some pictures of the burgers that you make for your family in the weekends.
Yes.
And my friend, I think if you ever stop just being a butcher, you could do a food truck of those burgers and you'd be sold out.
That's very nice for you to say.
I sent them to Kelly, my producer, and she was like, wowee, these are what I get on Friday nights at this particular place she goes to. So come on, Tucker, tell us, obviously, the kind of meat you use, because I would think you don't go cheap and nasty, do you?
No, It doesn't have to be expensive, though. Mince is, cheaper of the beef cuts compared to steaks. Number one thing is you want a coarse grind. If you go into butchers, you want a coarse grind in my eyes.
Yeah.
And as for chuck, brisket, and some fat. You got to have a bit of fat in there. So I would do... We experimented. Long story short, in lockdown, everything was closed. We were working as essential workers, and we spent about 6 months, or 6 weeks, trying to perfect that perfect mix, 40% chuck, 40% brisket, 20% fat, and we toyed around until we got that perfect mixture of 60% chuck, 20% brisket, 20% fat, to be technical. But those are the cuts that you want.
So you spent 6 weeks getting the perfect patty together.
Yeah, well, do you remember? You remember that first lockdown? Long story short, everything was closed. All the takeaways, everything was closed. And my son, as he was getting that age, he'd have the odd Happy Meal. And of course, McDonald's was closed. Every day is a sad day. McDonald's was closed. So we had some McDonald's packaging. So I made a Happy Meal with a burger sauce, and then put it at the front door, knocked the door, and he thought it was the best thing in the world. I mean, it was great. He was at that age. We could use the same toy every week. We'd go back in the packaging. Now we won't even answer the door. He's older now. I know your tricks.
If only the wife could be fooled that quickly with the same bunch of flowers.
So that's how it started. And myself and a mate at work, every Saturday night, we'd be sending pictures. I've got brioche buns, and we kept trying to elevate it all the time. So for me, I went with that mix, and brioche buns are like a little bit sweet, but I like the brioche bun. That's the sort of Big Mac style.
Me too, yeah.
And I like a bit of, has to be the crispy stalk of the lettuce on the bottom. You got to have a bit, I think, a crispy lettuce.
Yep.
No tomato, too soggy. Toast the buns, and then a double patty, 100 grams each.
Wicked.
Salt and pepper only. I don't do breadcrumbs or egg. I don't think there's any need for it. You want that taste of the meat. Mm-hmm. And then one of the things I bought was a burger press, stainless steel burger press.
Oh, geez,
so you roll into a 100-gram ball, get the hot plate, and you squash it down, and that gives you more surface area. Because when the burger cooks, it shrinks as it cooks, obviously.
Yeah.
And you don't want to end up with like a tiny little 50 cent in the middle of this big breaded bun.
Exactly.
So one of those burger presses, you squash it down, increases the size, so as it cooks, it shrinks to the perfect size of burger, and you also got more surface area and more crispy.